Aries precious, I hate the long game too. I get it. I get it. I'm an Aries sun conjunct Jupiter in my 5th house, and I literally am just like with a Capricorn moon. So a lot of the times I wake up and I'm like, have you monetized your pain? Are you a multi-billionaire yet? No, you haven't gotten out of bed. You're useless. Not even worth trying anymore. Absolutely not even worth trying anymore. So I get it. I get it. But we got to find little wins, like little wins along the way. And, you know, there was this really great chat that the School of Greatness, Lewis Howes, did a bit ago. And I've talked about this before, that we need to start attaching, as leaders and entrepreneurs, we need to start attaching the dopamine to the process and give yourself those little wins along the way, because this is the long game. And, you know, we're talking about the full moon that we have coming up in Capricorn at 11 degrees, I want to say. Yep, 11 degrees. And this is mostly for Aries rising. The chart is for Aries rising, but this can be watched by Aries sun and Aries moon as well to get the vibration off of it. But we are purging old belief systems in our 10th house of legacy, public life, and career. We are highlighting things. The full moon is a very, very bright light in the sky. This is closures, endings, like completed cycles. So definitely like, and we're talking about Cap energy. So please look at Pluto and themes that have come up since 2008 for you. Because the little things that we can do in our everyday life, little habits that we can adjust, will actually get us closer to the future version of ourselves that we want to be. How am I going to paint this picture? So if everything is energy and everything, we're at the multidimensional cafe. You know, I don't even know when it is that you're watching this video. I don't even know what time and space it is, but it is literally, you're sitting with me, having a coffee or a tea, some water as well, having a chat about the full moon that's coming up on the 3rd of July, 2023. But we've transcended time and space by being here now together. We've transcended time and space. So with that lens, your future self, that's a badass, that has all this money, that has all these things, is existing in a multidimensional space here and now. I know that this sounds cuckoo pants, but listen to me. This is the woo-woo. What is that person doing? They're running their company, they're doing this, they're waking up, they're, you know, doing their meditation process, and then they don't check their phone until this time, and there's all those notifications on their phone at this time, and then they have like time blocking, and then they have lunch, and then they go do this, and then they have that, and they delegate that. That's badass. Are they rolling over in bed, looking at their phone and scrolling and getting pissed off over things that they don't have? No. Then why are you doing that? The more you emulate that version of you, the more that vibration pulls you towards it, and that comes towards you. It's all energy. It's all happening. So right now, because that version of you is seemingly so far away, Aries, literally, like sun is down here, just in placements. I mean, the sun and the moon are opposition, that's the full moon, but you're like, I'm down here at the beginning, at the bottom, and I need to be up here. Then let go of shit that isn't serving you. Let go of it. Seriously, it's that simple, but that difficult. It's that simple, but that difficult at the same motherfucking time. And we like instant gratification, Aries. We are the little baby infants of the zodiac. We are daddy and baby all rolled into one. So we want the big things. We want the fame. We want the fortune. We want that. But we want it to come in hot and quick. But if it came in right now, we saw that in Aries season this year. We had no planets going retrograde. We were full steam ahead. We were fucking exhausted. We were really all up in our ego. We're like, yeah, we can handle this. We can do this. All the things are great and fine, and I can accomplish anything that I put my minds to. And then Taurus season, we relaxed a little bit. And then Gemini season, we had so much information coming in. And now we're in Cancer season, and we're squared, and we're just like, what the fuck? And we're really, I don't want you to regress back to your adolescent. Check the adolescent. Check the adolescent, honey. Check the adolescent. What do you mean by that, Sarah? Okay, so, it's easier for us to see it outside of ourselves. When you talk to maybe like a boomer or like someone who's older than you, I'll just say someone who's older than you, and you ask them about when they were a kid and they had to sit at the dinner table. Ask them about those things or food that they don't like. I talk about food. I'm a waiter, so it's easy for me to talk about food and the adolescent and the id. And you can see this person be like, well, my mother made me sit at the dining room table and eat the Brussels sprouts, even though I will never eat Brussels sprouts again, and I hate Brussels sprouts. And all of a sudden you see this like, come out. You're like, whoa, buddy. You have some mother stuff to unpack or some father stuff to unpack. But that's their adolescent. All of a sudden, it just comes right out. So as leaders, as impatient leaders, if we don't have what it is that we know we deserve and we've been working towards and what we want, we're going to sit there and pitch a motherfucking fit. That doesn't really serve anyone. That doesn't. So I'd say, when you're going into this full moon and you're purging and you're releasing old toxic patterns and you're letting go of things as far as legacy is concerned, like, what if it came today? What if it all happened today? There's some patterns that probably don't serve your highest and greatest good. Maybe there's some communication patterns that really don't serve you. Boundaries, like, the adolescent is like, go, let's do it, let's have fun. But like, no, I don't want that for you. I don't want that for you, Aries. There's so much happening in Leo. We have Venus conjunct Mars, Lilith's in the mix in Leo in our 5th house of creativity, play, childlike spirits. So Aries, if you do want to have a baby, maybe not around the full moon, but hop on that pop. What is it that they're saying? Oh. So, I know I've been talking about patience and purging old patterns and releases. The North Node, in like a week from this full moon, is going into your sign, motherfucker. And things are going to be showing up quick, but in a way that you have to be the adult. And no one's coming to save you and no one's coming to help you. It's kind of like, what would be the type of thing, the image that my guides are giving me is like, you had a distant relative that you had no idea existed and they died and they left you this beautiful villa in Europe for free. Like, you got to, and you're just, oh my God, this is amazing. And you pack all your bags and you move your whole life and then you get there and everything is falling apart. And the grapes are shriveled up and the pipes don't work and there's chickens everywhere. And you're like, yeah, you got to start shoveling shit and taking care of the place. And you're going to, like, this to me is like, we're about to adult up so fucking quick. So fucking quick. Like, my natal North Node is in Aries. So it's the type of thing that, like, what did my healer say? She's like, if you've ever wondered why when you needed people the most, they never showed up, that's why. That's the placement. It's like, you are your own superhero. You are your own adult. Like, you have to parent your inner child, your inner adolescent. You have to nourish your future self, become it every minute. Like, really moisturize your human and take care of them because nobody's coming. But things come in right quick. Things come in right quick. And you can feel so lucky and you can feel so like the main character. We're going back to the main stage, kids. But yeah. But these, I get it. The long game is not the easiest thing to focus on as an instant gratification. I get it. But what can you give yourself for little wins? And what can you really pat yourself on the back for that you have accomplished? Like, what is something that you're proud of, Aries? What's something that you've done in your life that you never, like, that there was a point, what's that phrasing? Like, who you are now, there was a version of you that begged and pleaded and prayed for. And right now you're sitting there arrogant as fuck, just being like, I want my bigger thing. I want my bigger this. Where it's like, no. Express gratitude for how far you have come and really acknowledge where you are right now. And know that it is your habits that is going to get you to the next step. We've got to get rid of that. We got to really get rid of that. What videos would I love to just highlight? Everything was once ambrosia, addictions, Pluto and Aquarius. That's far down the YouTube line, so definitely take a look at that. Saturn in Pisces, the mental health is a real thing right now. I would love to highlight that as well. Just to say that because we are so baby and daddy at the same time, Aries, and I say we, I'm an Aries sun, not an Aries rising, so like I just say we brazenly, but as a collective, we can go from screaming to crying to everything's fine to spearheading a campaign to protecting our family and friends to getting the shovel. Like, we go from these things so quickly that I would love for you to acknowledge what aspect of that is helpful and is a displacement and is an addictive tendency. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Because if all we're doing is protecting our family and friends and flock, and then we sit at home and we're upset because nobody is like taking care of us, why don't you stop taking care of everybody else and start taking care of yourself and give from a full cup and bucket? Okay, I'm uncomfortable. I know you're mad. I love you so much. I'll have the full moon healing available to us, and we'll just kind of like go through some actual steps, and then I'm going to do a little bit of Reiki at the end so you can fall asleep to it and stuff like that. But I will have that available ASAP for you to do on the I'm proud of you. We really contracted a lot in this lifetime for this time and space, and so I'm really proud of you. And let yourself have a cry. It's Cancer season on full moon. Give yourself a cry and maybe watch like something really heartwarming, like The Sound of Music or something like that. Like, just some thoughts, you know? What are they saying? Journal through tears. Like, in a way that your adolescent would. Like, dear diary, they were really mean to me today. And I'm like, talking about yourself. Like, I had to go to work again. And nobody gave me $1 billion. And I had to do it again. Yeah. With the North Node, expect some gorgeous blessings. Expect it. Because it's coming in hot. But, again, think of that house. You got to clean up. There's no easy way to wrap this up, Aries. Ciao. I love you. I'll see you in a few weeks.